Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a makeup video, so I hope you guys all enjoy it. So don't forget to subscribe and like this video below and give us some comments. I would really appreciate it. And so let's get started. Also, all products are linked in the description below. If you have any questions about it, just comment below and I will respond back to you. Here we go. So I've actually already put on my primer that I like to use. How did I hide it from myself? The Versali, and I love it. It's the liquid glass. So I already just put that on my skin and everything. And then right now I just have on some Burt's Bees in the color Strawberry, because I know you guys will ask if I don't tell you. All right, cool. So on a normal everyday, when I'm not filming a lot, which I know I'm filming my makeup, but I'm not gonna be filming a lot for like my vlog series or anything. I really don't like to have a whole lot of coverage with my foundation or anything. I like it to look really natural and my skin just to look really fresh. So my go-to is the By Terry CC Serum, and I love this stuff. So I like to use 1 pump of the darker shade, and I'll link the shades below and everything for you. So I like to do about 3 pumps of the regular, and then the kind of bronzy color, I like just a little dot, literally just a little dot. And I like to just put this on with my hands, honestly. Like I said, this is not like a full coverage or anything like that. It's not meant to be, but if you're just like going out the door and you just want something to make your skin look a little bit brighter and a little bit more dewy, or you like to use something underneath your foundation, this is perfect for that. It is my go-to. I actually found out about this product from my favorite influencer, Lydia Millen. She is amazing and her skin always looks perfect, so I tried it out and now I am obsessed. I literally have like 4 of them or 5 in front of me right now, so you can see it's literally like a go-to for me. All right, so after I do that, I like to kind of go in with some concealer, of course. For my under eyes, I love to use the Becca Under Eye Brightener. And my other concealer, where are you? Where are you? Just kidding, it was right here in front of me the entire time. Anyways, so I always use the Beauty Blender. I love it, it's my favorite, and I always make sure to dampen it with really warm water and then get all the excess water out. So it's not wet, it's just damp. And this under eye brightener is amazing. I love it. I actually use it on more than one place on my face. I just feel like it really brightens everything up, and then I go back in with bronzer later, because I know I'm looking real pale compared to my body. That's a typical thing that happens. This stuff is really amazing though. It really like brightens underneath the eye, and if you're like just trying to get out the door, the first product that I use and this product together really make a huge difference for you to be able to get out the door. So look at that, like look at how different my under eyes look. It's crazy, right? I should do my makeup one day where it's just like half my face, so you can see how different the like contouring makes somebody look. Well, and concealer. I like to use a lot of brightening products. You'll see that. These are just kind of my everyday products that I like to use. So see how much better that looks. And then I like to do just a little bit under my nose. I don't like to use a heavy foundation, but then I like to go in with this kind of like lightener concealer. And I just feel like my skin looks more like skin than when I use a heavy foundation, so. Does anybody else, whenever they're like doing this to their face, like their sponge goes like, probably just me. that looks a lot better than before. Yep, definitely. I love that stuff. This stuff is just like liquid gold. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the Tom Ford color Buff number 2, the pale shade. And just kind of hit a couple of little spots that are just like a little bit pink. I'm gonna use this mirror too. The dreaded up close mirror. No one likes this thing. I have a scar right here on my forehead too from where I fell when I was a kid onto a trailer and busted my head open. So I always kind of like to cover that up. A little here. And then I always like to do, let me re-dip. I really like this Tom Ford because it's not like real cakey or anything. I know everybody loves the Shape Tape, but I actually have never tried the Shape Tape, but everybody says, maybe I should do a video trying the Shape Tape because everybody always says that they love it so much. So whenever I'm blending concealer, I like to kind of like go in on each part and not blend it all the way in so that like a good amount of it gets on my sponge, and that way it kind of helps cover everything better. I don't know if that makes a difference, but to me it does. Y'all comment below on any makeup you would like to see me try out on my channel. I love makeup. I'm like a makeup connoisseur. I swear I have like everything when it comes to makeup except for the Shape Tape. But I'm always buying new makeup and new skincare. It's like my favorite. I love it. I always did makeup in my mom's boutique because she sold Bare Minerals makeup. She was like the only one for the longest time selling it in our area. And since I was probably 13, I worked in her boutique and did makeup on people. And I loved it so much. I just love trying new makeup. Actually, the other day I was at my brother-in-law's wedding and this girl was talking to me. She was absolutely adorable. And she was like, "You did my makeup when I was going to prom." I was like, well, you just made me feel old, but you're adorable. All right, much better. So you can see now it's just kind of like a blank canvas kind of thing. All right, so this is really funny. I always sit with a heater I'm at my office desk right now at the Lauren Ashtyn Collection. And so I always have a heater on me literally at all times. So I accidentally left this in front of my heater, so it got super funky looking. But this is the highlighter that's my absolute favorite. It's the holographic stick from Milk Makeup. You guys don't forget, all the links are below in the description for what I'm using. But I like to take a little bit and just kind of put it on the top of my cheeks. And I like to go kind of straight up my nose. I'm gonna contour my nose in just a second and I won't look quite as crazy looking. Isn't this cute? Isn't this cute? I'll be using that in a minute. I don't even know why I was closing that. So I like to use the other side of the same beauty blender. And I like to rinse this sponge out like every single day whenever I use it. Put that on, blend it in just a little bit, and next we'll contour. Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit right there, but I'm gonna kind of leave it for my contour to blend in a little bit better. Alright, so I love the Fenty Beauty Stick. I used to take a brush and put all of my contour on with and then like blend it in with another brush, but this makes it so much easier to where you don't have to like hand paint it on. So I love this. Someone next door had to have just fallen because that was like the loudest sound of all time. Hope you guys can still see when I'm doing this. So I just go up and down the sides of my nose, the bottom of my nose, just a little bit. I like to go kind of right underneath the cheekbone is good. Right around the hairline is good. And then I like to go right underneath my jawline and blend that in, and that makes you look like you have a much like more chiseled jawline. So see, you go right underneath. You're not gonna do it like on it, because that would look funny. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're gonna blend it in. I never do mine perfect. And this is the color Amber in the Fenty Beauty Stick, so just so you know. All right, so I'm gonna take the same beauty blender, kind of go up and down on my nose, just a little bit in the middle. There we go. And then I like to take my Sephora Pro Blending brush. I've had this guy for like forever, I love him. Actually, I'm gonna take this brush first. It's just like one that I use for contouring. Just kind of a little bit blend this. Then I'll go back with this. I like it to be blended, but I also like it to kind of still look a little chiseled. So then I'm gonna go back in with this brush. I've had this for so long, I need a new brush for this. Blend in under the jawline. And then kind of just like go down. And I do have another bronzer that I'll be putting on in just a few minutes that is a powder bronzer. So this is just kind of to contour, and then I bring in a lot more color with the actual powder. So does it throw you off when I'm looking at my mirror? All right, so that's how it is for now. It'll be a little bit more blended whenever I get finished. Just kind of smoothing that back out for when I put powder on in just a second. So I'm gonna be using the Huda Beauty powder in the color Pound Cake. And one of my favorite sponges, he messed up, but I still use him. And I love this because I can get right up against the sides of my nose without it going on my contour, and it's like amazing. But this is also dampened. But when I say dampened, you guys, you cannot leave it like wet. I mean, I literally take this and like squeeze it a million times. I love how I was just like, and then I just stopped talking to demonstrate. Squeeze the sponge. Okay, so I like to get just a little bit on this, and I like almost like tap the excess off, and you can see what it looks like. Ooh, there's a little fuzzy. Don't want that on me. Okay, there we go. And then I just go up against the contour and press it like that. This does not have to be perfect. There we go. And I like to just take a little extra that's on there and kind of go right here. Then I like to take a lot more, like this, and go right up against the contour underneath here. Same thing on the other side. This just makes it look a lot more chiseled out. Way too much on this side. There we go. Nozzle on my pants. It's okay. You can just wipe off powder. Even though I'm wearing black pants, it literally comes right off. And Huda's, especially when you have this dampened just a little bit, it doesn't look so powdery on your skin. I cannot stand for my skin to look powdery. I just don't think it looks very good. It doesn't look like skin. Skin doesn't look powdery. That makes it look like dry. So whenever I get finished, I actually go back with like a setting spray, and it makes it look even less like that it's powder. So gotta get in the sides of the nose because that's where we get greasy. All right, perfect. Close this guy up. All right, so next I'm gonna go in with some bronzer. I'm actually not gonna show you what bronzer I'm using because I possibly might be coming out with this later. I am testing different formulas for me to have a bronzer kit. So I will show you what it looks like, but I'm not showing you the packaging or anything. And I like to leave this on while I am blending everything in. So I like to just kind of go in right where I usually do with the Fenty Beauty stick and kind of just go over it again. I love a good bronzer. Always make sure you get your neck and like your chest, like it doesn't need to be a different color, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got time for that. There we go. All right, now I'm gonna take a little bit of a deeper shade. You can even see it. And kind of go around the hairline and blend that in. I'm gonna take the lighter color and kind of go over it. This is where the sun would hit you naturally out in the sunlight. So that's why you kind of want that to be a little bit darker at the very top and then kind of start to blend in. All right, so done with that. But I have a little excess on my brush because I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more highlighter with the Milk Makeup Stick, the holographic Milk Makeup Stick. Y'all love how this is melted, like it cracks me up. It looks so ridiculous. I should melt it again so that it just goes back flat because this is not working. And then I just take the same old beauty blender, kind of go up the nose here. This stuff just looks so good on camera and like in real life on skin. Like I love this stuff. I like a good highlight. And then over here. And the reason I like to leave a little bit of extra bronzer on my brush is because I like to go back over this area after I put the highlight on, just so it's really, really blended. On camera it might even look fine not blended, but in person, not so much. Yay. I think I would put this on my entire body if I could. I wonder if they have like a lotion that's the holographic lotion. That, if you don't, guys, if you don't milk makeup, you should make that. You should make a holographic lotion. All right, go back in and just kind of, just a little. It doesn't need a whole lot of blending, but just a little bit. See? All right, now we're gonna blend all this in before we start on like eye stuff. And this is actually one of my Lauren Ashtyn brushes. We sold out of all my brush kits, but I think I'm gonna put them back in stock because so many of you liked them. So, and they come with a really cool bag. The bag's in my purse somewhere. It's sparkly. All right, so I'm gonna wipe all this excess powder away that's underneath my eyes. I'm also gonna just kind of tap over the top of my nose. And before I get the rest off, I'm gonna take that same one that I did my nose with and just kind of go over that contour one more time, just in case the powder got on it and makes it not quite as dark. I love this. This is also great for like the crease. Like it's just a really good brush for a lot of things. I like any types of products that you can use for more than one thing. I think that's really helpful. My diamonds look powdery now. That's cute. Well, that's better. Just kind of blend it. Oh yeah, much better. All right, cool. All right, next, let's do eyes next. All right, so today, I have two eyeshadow palettes that I worked on for a really long time. So one is called Eye Candy and the other one is called Mood. This is the Eye Candy palette. Excuse how dirty mine is, but that is my life. So as you can see, they're so pretty, so sparkly. They're very, very pigmented. Like very. And this is the one that I'm gonna use today. It's the Mood palette. So I'm gonna take one of my brushes from my brush kit, when I can find it. That is, it was right in front of me the whole time. So I love this brush. It works so well. It's very fluffy. And I'm gonna first go in with the color Peaceful, right here in the middle. And I'm not gonna do like a crazy look today. Just kind of, well, my more natural look looks like other people's dressier look probably, depending on who's watching, but you don't have to be super dressed up to wear this shadow palette, but you can be dressed up and also wear this palette. It just depends on which shades you're using and how you're using them. I also have on volume lash extensions, and I get them filled in every 3 to 4 weeks, so they're not like strip lashes or anything like that. That's why you didn't see me put them on. So I just like to kind of put this in the crease. I think it's a great like starting color for all over kind of, but I like to put it in the crease first. I really like this color. It looks really good on all skin tones, and this is one of the matte ones from this palette. So I also like to take the same color and like go right underneath my eye. I love how I'm just like blocking you guys from seeing. And then I just kind of put a little bit of whatever's left over on the bottom of the lid. Same thing over here. I'm also gonna brush my lash extensions just because I kind of like brush them down sometimes by accident whenever I'm blending. This is just a empty mascara wand that I like to use just to kind of always keep them like brushed through and like really perfected. Whoa. Love how an eyelash just went in my eye. That was fun. I apologize in advance for all the faces that I make. See, a little lash extension came out. That happens. Okay. Let's see, what color should I use today? I think I should do gold sparkles. We're doing it. All right, gold sparkles. All right, so next I'm gonna use the color Flirty, which is very, very pretty. And literally, I can barely touch this palette and look how much, like, this stuff is amazing. And I like to put it just on the lid and work it halfway up to the crease, not all the way in the crease. It's harder for me to do this side since I'm right-handed. I'm always on the struggle bus for the other side. All right, now I am gonna go back with a brush and just do it a little bit heavier on there. Let's see what brush I should use. I'll use this one. It's by Urban Decay, the Naked 2 palette brush. So a little bit more of Flirty. I think that's good for the crease. Now I'm going to take just a little bit of that same color and I'm going to kind of do right around here. I am going to do that, but not with this brush. I could have just messed everything up. I'm going to use another one of my brushes, and it's a little bit pointier, so it's easier to kind of get in there and do that. In that area, it's kind of difficult with certain brushes to get in there. There we go. See see that? That little bit of sparkly, the little bit of sparkle. Ooh, yeah, I like it. All right, awesome. All right, now I'm gonna take another brush that's just a little bit smaller from my collection, not quite as pointy, a little fluffier. And I'm gonna use the color Romantic. Wait, can you see it? Romantic. Like I said, a little bit goes a long way. Don't put too much of this on. And these are available on my website. They are also going to be linked below. I like to have mainly my darker color over here on like the outside, and kind of it slowly get lighter as it goes towards the inner part of the eye. I have really small eyes, so they don't look as small when I have lash extensions on, but I do have really kind of small squinty eyes, so I like it to kind of feel more like opened up and not so closed off. And when I put too much dark, especially in this area, or like liner over in this area on the bottom, it just doesn't look as well on me. So and I like to slowly build it. I don't like to like put it on really, really dark at first. I just don't think it blends as well as when you do it the way I'm doing it right now. At least for me personally. All right, so now I'm gonna take a smaller brush and I'm gonna do just like a smoky liner underneath with that exact same color that I just used. This is an old brush that I also have by Anastasia. I'm pretty sure it is. It's like so worn off, you can't even see. I've had it for years. I love this brush. But actually, I'm gonna go in one shade darker, the Energetic color. I just want it to be kind of smoky underneath. See how I don't go all the way into the inner corner? Kind of make it darkest here and kind of slowly move that over. I'm gonna take a little bit of this darker shade just right there. Ooh, yeah. Just kind of like what's left over, and I'm just kind of patting it to, I'm not getting more, just kind of patting it on the side so it'll kind of be even on the brush. Just in that one little area be darker. Oh yeah, I like that. Now I'm gonna take my Beauty Blender. First I'll take my brush that I use underneath and just kind of wipe away any excess. I don't think I got any underneath there, but right here on the side I just kind of like to bring that up just a little bit. I don't like it to go down really. Oh my gosh. I got a little dark on me right here. No. That was almost really bad. That could have been really, really bad. Really, really, really bad. Okay, done with that. All right, now I'm just gonna brush my lashes again, and then I'm gonna do my brows. All right, so for brows, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the dip pomade in the color Ebony. Love this stuff. I literally can have one of these and use it every single day for like a year and a half. Like, it's ridiculous. They last for so long. Also, right before I do that, I am going to put on just like it's like a hydro mist. It's just water, I think. Yeah, just a water mist. And it's for sensitive skin by Bioderma. A lot of times I use the Tasha Dewy Skin Mist, but today I'm gonna try this out because I just got it yesterday, so I'm excited about it. Ooh, it feels so refreshing. I kind of want it like all over. It feels so good. Can y'all tell the difference? Just gonna let that dry for a minute before I put anything on top. Take a swig of my drink. That was most definitely like 20 swigs. That was not one swig. I lied. All right, so I like to take a little bit and put it on my brush, and then I like to kind of like do the brush around in the lid just so it kind of like gets it perfectly even. Does anyone else have like one eyebrow that's like you can make it perfect, and then the other side you're just like, that's literally my life? This eyebrow always does really well for me, and then this one never does, and it does not like me. I think it's because I'm right-handed. It's easier for me to do this side than like go this way. I don't know. See the difference brows can make? Like, it's crazy, right? Like, my eye looks so much more like open and awake, and this is just like, not good. Let's fix him. He needs to be fixed. He'll take me like 10 times longer than the other side. Unless a miracle occurs in front of you for the first time ever and he doesn't give me a hard time. Which I don't anticipate happening. Okay, that's better. It is what it is. That's the best it's gonna go. All right, so after I do my brows, I always love to go back with concealer and go just like right underneath, because I don't actually like to put any powder up here. I just kind of like for it to look like skin at the top. Where is my little brushy? Here it is. So this little guy, he's amazing. And I just take the Becca Under Eye Corrector because I love the tone and the color of this up underneath. So I just take just a little bit and do the same thing that I do with the brow pomade. I like to just take it and kind of like tap it in the lid because I don't like too much to be on there. So I'm gonna actually use this mirror. So to go right underneath, and I'm gonna blend it in just a second. I'm not leaving it like this because don't freak out. I'll blend that in a second. I just like that better than powder. Like, I like it to look like skin. I don't know. Maybe I'm just strange. Actually, I know I'm strange. But that's okay. Yeah, I think that's better. Now, I literally take my pinky finger and just kind of like go over it. And then I just take that first brush that I used, which is this guy, one from my collection, and I just kind of go back over right there just to ensure that everything is blended. All right, now I need a little highlight in the inner corner, and then we're gonna do lips. So I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty highlighter palette, and it was her first highlighter palette that she had. It's the 3D one, and I'll use Azores and Santorini. You can tell I've used this palette a lot, like a lot. And I like to just use a little brush like this, minus the fuzzball, just to get in right there. I just kind of like to wipe the brush off before, and I'm just mixing those two shades together. That just makes like the biggest difference on anybody, I swear, if they put just a little bit of highlight. And then I just kind of like bring it up just a little bit. So I'm gonna do lips next, and then I will do bottom mascara. I don't put any mascara on the top of my lashes, lash extensions, on the top of my lashes. On the top of my lash extensions, because I don't want to get them dirty. I like to keep them really clean all the time, and I can go longer than most people can in between a fill-in because I do that. So I'm gonna actually take this, usually I use a makeup remover on my lips to like get all the chapstick off and stuff, but this is just water. So I'm just gonna take this and I also like to use a towel. This is like a microfiber, I think, but it really exfoliates the lips, and I like that because I like it to go on really smooth. So Oh yeah, we did. Okay, then I like to take, I'm so particular about everything, the Burt's Bees pomegranate, because this has like a red tint to it. I'm gonna wipe that off so nothing's on there. And just kind of put that on real quick. Not a lot though, or your liner won't stick very well. But just a little bit. And then I'm gonna use the color. Should I use this one or the other color? Yeah, I'll use this one. This is Marc Jacobs. The color, I guess Nudist. Let me check. No, this one's Cream and Sugar. I don't know, do I want to use this one? I think I want to use the darker one. Hold on, it's in my purse. This is actually the bag I was telling you that my makeup brushes come in. I love this bag. I keep it in my pocketbook and keep like all my lip stuff in there. Here's the color I wanted. And this is the color Nudist. Yes. All right. Just checking. I love this color. It's so, so pretty. Ooh, got a hair on my cheek. There we go. Not like attached, just like a brush hair. And I just fill it in with the same color. I love this color. Believe it or not, this liner is really, really creamy. It's not like drying. It glides on really easily. Like I just really, really, really like this liner. And usually once I put that on, I like to go back and just put like one more layer of this on top. And this kind of keeps it on for a really long time throughout the day. Plus my lips won't get dry and like flaky. I hate it when that happens. And then I just kind of blend it in my finger. There we go. All right, so now let's do a little mascara on the bottom. So I actually like to take my mascara. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I sit it in front of my heater for like 2 or 3 minutes before I put it on. It's kind of on its last leg. I really need some more. So I'm gonna take a little of the Forsali, or you could take a little bit of like oil and put it in there, and it'll make it not as thick. And when you heat it up, it's actually not as thick either. If you don't have a heater, you can just use a blow dryer, or you can stick it under really, really hot water, this part of the tube, and that'll actually work exactly the same. And I'm just gonna let that sit there for just a second, because I feel like it does better whenever I do that. I need to wax my brows, kind of bad. Okay, it should almost be hot enough now. Really doesn't take long because the outside of that container is like metal, so it gets pretty hot pretty quickly. Other mascaras, like if you were using one like this, it's kind of more like plastic, it does take a little bit longer to heat up, but this one's really, really easy. When I used to not have eyelash extensions on and used to curl my eyelashes every day, I would actually take my eyelash curler and heat it up with a blow dryer. Now you can't do it for too long because you can literally, and I'm only telling you this from experience, you can scald your eyelid because that skin is so thin. But if you just heat it up just a little bit and then touch it and make sure that it's not too hot, you can curl your lashes and they will be so much more curlier because it was heated up almost like a curling iron does with your hair. All right, let's see if that's better. Yes, that's much better. Much, much better. Let's do some mascara. I apologize for all the faces in advance again. So I like to put on one coat and then I'll go back with my empty mascara wand and get any like clumps off, let it dry, and then I'll do it again. See how there's a clump right there, and it's because this is so dry compared to like when you first get it. I love this mascara, but I will say, like, it's not a mascara you can keep for a long time. Like, it just dries up super fast. But I love how it's like the blackest of black mascara. Like, sometimes you'll get a black mascara and then it's not all the way black, and that drives me insane. All right, let's do that one more time. And I like to get like any excess off of it if it's kind of like chunky or whatever. If y'all have any requests for videos, please comment that below and I'll try to make a video for you guys that you want to see. I've kind of been MIA on my personal YouTube channel lately, so I'm going to try to get back to doing some stuff on that too. Now that I have a new content creation team and they can help me edit, that really is super helpful with how busy I am. But I really enjoy doing stuff like this, so I want to start doing it more often. All right, guys, so this is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys can like see everything really well with the lighting. You turn it this way, maybe you guys can see even better the lighting on my face. So don't forget, everything is linked in the description below. All the products that I have used, as long as they're linkable or they're still available, which I think all of them are. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and ring the notification bell so that every time I upload a new video, you will be notified. Give me a thumbs up and comment below on what you want to see next. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. I really enjoyed doing my makeup with you, and I can't wait to see you again soon. Bye.